Welcome to Hank's Place. The true gospel sets a person free. The true gospel imparts righteousness, peace, and joy from the Holy Spirit. But what if the gospel you've heard is a mixture of both old and new news? Such a gospel may look like the real gospel, but because it includes the old, it doesn't actually work. Many Christians have been sold this gospel mixture. Maybe you're you. This gospel of new and old, grace and rules will soon burden a person with doubts, debts, duties, depression, no matter how sweet it sounded at the start. A mixture gospel comes with a price tag, a price we have to pay for something God has chosen to freely give. It subtly says God will not accept us or bless us or heal us or prosper us or whatever unless we first do something for Him. We find a perfect example of how this works in the epistle to the Galatians. They had been walking in the grace of God, dancing in newness of life and freedom from condemnation, until folks from Jerusalem came and sought to add the requirements of the Old Testament law to the Galatians gospel. Paul in Galatians 3:1-3 wrote, "What has happened to you, foolish Galatians? Who has put you under an evil spell? Did God not open your eyes to the meaning of Jesus' crucifixion? Was He not revealed to you as the crucified one? So answer me this. Did the Holy Spirit come to you as a reward for keeping Jewish laws? No, you received Him as a gift because you believed in the Messiah. Your new life began when the Holy Spirit gave you a new birth. So why then would you so foolishly turn from living in the Spirit by trying to finish by your own works?" And in verse 5 he adds, "What does the lavish supply of the Holy Spirit in your life and the miracles of God's tremendous power have to do with you keeping religious laws? The Holy Spirit is poured out upon us through the revelation and power of faith." Wow. How about you? Today, it might not be old covenant rules, but rules nevertheless for holy, righteous living by your church or church leaders or denomination. Are you working hard to stay saved or gain approval from God? Have others diverted your attention to things like responsibility, good works, missions, self-control, sowing, investing, creating a legacy? Now, these things are not inherently wrong, but it is a lie that says God's favor depends on our doing any of them. Living this way is not living at all. It is suffering under a dark cloud of not measuring up. My dear friend, Jesus met all of God's demands for us. Therefore, we measure up in Him. So flee from rule-based preaching and dead works. Embrace instead the true gospel message from Calvary. You know what? You'll come alive.